Hi, we're Novo, and we speed up energy renovation for real estate at scale. Now, imagine our homes could save the planet, but we're just too slow. Buildings account for 36% of CO2 emissions in the EU. And new regulations even require energy renovation for 15% of all buildings until 2030. Now, that means that in Germany alone, 3.3 million buildings need energy renovation until 2030, and even 14 million until 2045. That means we need to finish more than 3,000 buildings each day. And this is clearly not happening right now. Now, our vision is to drastically speed up and scale the way buildings contribute to change. And we do that by Novo, a software to speed up energy renovation. Now, what is energy renovation and what does it contain? It actually contains a range of topics like roof insulation, wall insulation, heating, windows, doors, up to topics like PV, EV, and more. And it always makes sense to touch more than one component. Now, what is it actually like to be in that situation? Especially at the beginning of the process, homeowners are totally lost and left alone. Like Kim and Paul, typical users, they're currently in fear of rising energy costs. They have absolutely no idea on how to start and what this will actually cost them. And when looking for help, they face a critical bottleneck. Homeowners need energy advisory in order to understand where the house stands today and where it can actually stand in the future. And this is currently a manual process done by energy advisors who are too few and too slow. We boost convenience and speed by combining multiple stakeholders into one single point of contact. First of all, we solve the bottleneck of energy advisory by fully automating it. And then we actually also connect seamlessly with banks and subsidies and later on to component providers and installation contractors. Now, that means homeowners like Kim and Paul have only one single point of contact instead of 6.
In all of this, users experience an easy flow and we guide them in every step. Inputting their building data takes less than 1 hour. Currently, we provide homeowners with a status report about their house, show them the gaps and give them a renovation plan. Next, we will build a process to obtain loans and subsidies for them. And after that, we will move on to automating technical design planning and providing access to service providers who actually carry out the renovation works. Right now, our MVP is delivering the first renovation roadmaps and we see users queue up. Now we are ready to tap the automation potential. The renovation roadmaps we deliver are clear, concise, and show when the investment will pay back. Homeowners get there 5 times faster than in the usual current process. Nobody needs to visit them at home, but instead they can do everything from the comfort of their own couch. The beauty of our business model is that we own users from the very start of value creation in energy renovation. So before any other players in the market are even relevant for homeowners, we are there to give them orientation about what it is that they should do. The timing is perfect, as 3 factors combine for a unique window of opportunity. Users are in the exact right state of mind right now, fueled by unpredictably rising costs and an ever-changing landscape of regulations and subsidies. Monetization happens in 3 different steps in the energy renovation process. We charge users for renovation roadmaps, as well as for technical planning, plus we get a commission on obtaining subsidies and loans for them. The market is massive and growing. Looking at renovation planning volumes in the EU, we are talking about around 500 billion euro market. We, that is Mona and myself, Julia, we have been working together like a well-oiled machine for more than 4 years now in building and scaling venture-backed businesses. Together we combine more than 20 years of experience in the energy sector. We also have Mohammed, an experienced energy efficiency expert with whom we're currently building our product. Our amazing panel of advisors consists of the chair of the Building Economy Faculty of TU Berlin, Professor Christine Wellner. We have here Christian Piepenbrock, with whom we worked as a board member in one of our last startups. Christian combines the experience of a serial entrepreneur with expertise in machine learning. And finally, we've got Professor Vogt, the chair of building physics at TU Berlin. And now comes you. Let's renovate Europe together.
maybe because we're nerdy enough to love the energy sector. But jokes aside, we actually consulted and managed tech companies in that space for the last decade. So that's something that actually we started to look into very deeply. And the more we were into that topic, the more we asked ourselves, like, how can it be that this is unsolved? I mean, it's the most massive use case of our century. And this still works like in Stone Age. And this is why we actually started to go deeper into this topic and understand we have a situation in which the timing is just perfect. I mean, costs are just exploding right now, but subsidies are in place, regulations are in place all over Europe, and the motivation of people to actually do something to save the planet is there too. So that's why we're currently in a perfect timing. And we are tackling that now together. And since we actually understood that running side by side makes us even faster than running alone, this is what we decided to do and are now doing. And yeah, the fun thing is that we realized in every room, there's actually someone who has this problem right now. So test it. In every room you can ask, you will find someone. And this is why we solve it right now.
Well, today, when you are a homeowner and you want to plan energy renovation for your home, you enter into an incredibly tiring process. First of all, you don't know what to do. You need an energy advisor to tell you what to do. You can never reach that person. They never call you back. And it actually takes you very long, up to 6 months, until you can actually start the renovation process. And with our solution, you can do that instantly, because wherever you are, whenever you want it, you can give us the input to your building. Nobody has to visit you in your home, differently from the past. And we give you an instant result. And also the results are there in several variations. So you don't only get one renovation roadmap, you get several to choose from. And this is something that you can get nowhere else. And what was a really great moment for us was when we discussed our solution with the Building Physics faculty of Technical University of Berlin, and their energy efficiency experts said, well, this is actually a pretty great idea. And now we have the most challenging customer for our solution, who is the chair of the Building Physics department in his private home. So yeah, now we're up to something.